National Tequila Day today. Okay, so raise a glass. If you got it, we've got with the beach house is fully stocked. What brand would you like? Little Jose Cuervo. Oh, Jose Cuervo, happy Tequila Day. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Fitting it's on Thirsty Thursday. The Beach House Beach Bunker is open and we are ready for action. Welcome to the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. I'm Tyler Glen, and this is the Tyler Glen Show. Coming up on the show today, made in Canada, prepared in Canada. Is it really though? Boy, leave it to the CBC to blow the lid off of Canadian food chains. There may be some problems with labeling when it comes to your Canadian food. It may not come from Canada after all. What? Mislabeled to make money off of customers? I am shocked. I am appalled. We'll take a look. What ingredients and why is this all so confusing? Everybody is so wound up looking for the maple leaf, or do you even care? Also, the death of the house party, the 90s house party, is the house party, has it gone the way of the VHS and the Betamax? Also, WestJet and Air Canada continue to cancel U.S. routes, but that does not mean you can't fly into the United States. In fact, the media isn't talking about this, but quietly as Canadian airlines close down routes, it's not like people have quit traveling altogether, so who's picking up the slack? And this is key. Some very interesting details you won't hear anywhere else, but here on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. SpongeBob finds it too cold for Canada. Chorus in their financial adventures, or I should say misadventures, is canceling a slew of Canadian children's TV programming, and SpongeBob is included in that. And from the Department of Wild, Weird, and Wacky, the phenomenon of the $8,000 lifelike baby doll. It is taking the internet by storm. Chances are you've seen it in your feed already. If you haven't, you will after today, because we're talking about it and your computers listen to you. These dolls, they could be used as movie prompts. They're so realistic, thus the $8,000 price tag. and people are clamoring for them. It is the most bizarre bit of video and pictures you're going to see all month. We'll get to all that and more. And, of course, our good mornings, yesterday's good thing. And if you got tequila, now is the time. Lime, no lime, straight back. Do you have salt with the lime? How are you enjoying your morning tequila? Good morning, sun seekers. Outside, we're seeing a little bit of sunshine, and we're supposed to see more of it, and warm temperatures return. But there is a little bit of instability, so periodically we could have the occasional showers or thunder shower. Well, how about this? Let's do a forecast that includes everything. Little bit of sun, little bit of cloud, little bit of rain, little bit of snow, little bit of frost, a little bit of blue sky, and that's how we make money predicting the weather and never getting it wrong. We told you it was a little bit of everything. Although I'm looking forward to the 30-degree day on Friday, now with our pool open in Brandon. Perfect pool day coming up tomorrow, so watch out for it. 30 degrees tomorrow, 26 with a 30% chance of showers today, otherwise sun and cloud. 30 tomorrow, 28 on Saturday, and 27 on Sunday. But again, some instability in the area, but we're not seeing a whole lot of moisture on the radar. So I think generally speaking, it's going to be a pretty decent day and a couple of hot days headed our way in the next little bit. All right, let's welcome our sun seekers aboard as we get into a Thirsty Thursday, a busy one at that. Lots of stuff to get to today. I appreciate you being here. We are just a week away from closing out Season 5. Thank you so much for a tremendous Season 5. It has been so... Oh, there's another follower coming in. Thank you so much. It has been a great Season 5. Looking forward to Season 6, which takes us right to December. You are stuck with me until Christmas, at least. The show continues until the end of 2025. We're waiting to see what happens in 26, but we know for sure that we are good. We are greenlit until the December 21st or something like that. So Season 6 will start August the 11th. We'll be here for your back-to-school rush. Of course, all the fun of Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that stuff. It's going to be a great fall, so I look forward to it. But there will be a break in between, about a week or so. We'll be wrapping things up on Season 5 Thursday, July the 31st. And then we will be back on Monday, August the 11th for the Season 6 premiere. And we'll have some fun. Okay, we've got Road Reverend and Zumba Bernice in this morning on Twitch early. Good to see you guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Derek is here too. Tracy Roger, good morning. Borrowed Bean, everybody on Twitch so far. Good to see Twitch rocking and rolling. Oh, Loretta's over there on Facebook. Good morning, Loretta. Good to see you. Welcome to a Thursday. Alicia's here on Twitch. It's been a little while. Hi, Alicia. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Well, we aren't nursing any sunburns. It's been a summer. Now, it hasn't been all bad. I have to say, we have not had a lot of thunder showers that have wrecked windows, tore off shingles, that weird and wacky thunderstorm type weather. It's just been kind of smooth sailing, but with the smooth sailing comes the lack of those 30, 33, 35 degree days that spawn that severe weather. So it hasn't been exactly a super hot summer, that's for sure. And we're rounding the corner on the end of July here. Hope your summer's going good. Hope the family's doing well and you got some R&R and a little bit of vitamin D in you. Cindy is here on Twitch. Good morning, Cindy. Janine is over on Facebook too. And wishing everybody a happy Friday, Junior, as we get things rolling for this Thursday morning. Richard's here too. He's got some beers emojis. Lots of beers emojis. He's chasing his tequila with beers. Nick is here too over on Twitch. KDD4380 is here too, and Molly is here too, although she will be listening. The boss isn't happy about everyone on the phones. You know what, though? This should be treated like radio. Unlike the Netflix streaming going on in Canada. Oh, did you see that yesterday? Dun, 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 dun. Busted. Yeah, busted. What do you mean? Molly says, what's happening? The Canadian government has blocked Netflix and Prime from the servers because of way too much streaming going on. So that is a big no-no, and so they're not having it anymore. They are not having it anymore. They are hereby blocked, and I guess it's a fair amount of streaming going on. So during work hours, internal documents show that in 1 month, government workers streamed thousands of hours of content with top departments like National Defense. That's good. I think China's coming. Hey. Hang on. I'm watching Poop Cruise. Can you keep it down? China's coming. Baloney. Trying to watch the last season of, I don't know. What are we watching on Netflix? Hey, the new Happy Gilmore. I'm watching Happy Gilmore over here. Oh, why am I on yesterday's good thing? What the hell is going on here? Come on now. We're doing our welcome aboard. Get things in order. Is it Friday yet? Almost 10 terabytes of streaming also came from guest Wi-Fi. The decision to block access to the streaming services by the Canadian government was after some internal discussions held late last year. So if you have to deal with the Canadian government these days, whether that be unemployment insurance or the DND or anything with the federal government, and they're a little not so kind to you, they're going through a little bit of withdrawal on the streaming. Now, I was worried. Someone pointed, I think it was Cam yesterday, said, don't worry, but I was worried they can't stream me. Like Molly saying, boss isn't happy about everybody being on the phones. What about me? I'm an easy. I don't take up too much bandwidth. I'm pretty skinny on the bandwidth. It's the only time I could say that. Me and skinny in the same sentence. But I was reassured by Cam that I was not banned, and actually it is one of the few places I'm not. So maybe we've got some federal government employees. I'm sorry, I'm not Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore too, but you know what? The Sunseekers are awesome. They make great company. We have coffee and conversation every morning, and it can't be blocked. Twitch and YouTube can't be blocked. That's great. Angela's here on Facebook. Good morning, everybody. Have an awesome Thursday. Richard said, did somebody say snow? Richard, calm down. Can't like snow. Remember, that's part of the contract that I had you signed as a Sunseeker. Tracy Murphy is over on Facebook this morning. Yellow Jacket is joining us from the East Coast and the #1 tourist destination of Western Manitobans who got on an airplane this year from St. John's, Newfoundland. Yeah! Home of Kiss the Cod. Good morning, Newfoundland. Yes, good morning, the land of Screech and kissing the cod and beautiful buildings and beautiful people and great kitchen parties. Did you go to a kitchen party, Yellow Jacket? Oh, my God. If you do, please videotape it. Is that a thing anymore? Is that what I'm supposed to? Please film it. Can you Betamax it? Can you put the big Betamax camera on your shoulder and take some video? Quinton says, wait a second. Government workers wasting time while clocked in? Very hard to believe. I know I will be accused of fake news. But it is true. It is well documented. I'd like to know what they should really reveal is what they are watching. I think that'd be more embarrassing than the fact that you were streaming at work. Okay, it was Coronation Street. You're fired. Get out. Get out. No one's watching this stuff. Come on. Oh, you sent me a picture of the morning sunrise. Your stuff is not coming through, and I am getting upset at Facebook. Why is that? Are we not friends? What is going on? We got to connect somehow. This is ridiculous. Cindy, oh, this is your good thing. You were at Clear Lake yesterday. Oh, my God. Look at those eggs. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, Yeah, it's that time. We can move over to good thing because I got a picture of food I got to show you. Ooh, Cindy was up at Clear Lake. And where was this? Was this at the White House Bakery? Holy cow, that looks friggin' awesome. Oh, now I know what it's like when I'm showing you pictures and you get hungry. It's the shoe is on the other foot now. Oh, what is that called? What is it? Is that Eggs Benedict with some Canadian bacon? Now, while that looks beautiful, I do not want to know what the cost of that was. How many kidneys had to be donated for this meal to occur? Now, once I got the financing and I agreed to sign up for equal monthly payments, I was able to have my breakfast. I'm always scared now. This is going to be season 6. Yeah, sure, it's nice. But how much does... Okay, so Yellow Jacket, if we're friends, then if you've posted that on your Facebook page, tag me. I'm going to force a messenger conversation. This has to happen sometimes. Some kind of security thing. It's probably on my end. Just tag me in any picture you have, Yellow Jacket. Okay? I will see that notification, and then I will find you. I will message you and say, this is stupid, and you'll say, yes, it is, but then it's gonna force Messenger. Messenger doesn't work 100% of the time. It's really weird. Oof, doesn't that look good? Damn. Nick says, who needs tequila when you got Screech? It's funny, I was talking to Mackenzie over at Tim Hortons on Camp Day, and we were having that discussion. She is from Newfoundland, and I'd said that very thing, that Screech really is the equivalent. It's if there was such a thing as a Canadian tequila, a booze that you kicked back and went, oh my God, what was that? I feel like I got punched in the face. And the aftertaste is, that one needs to come with some lime and some salt. But I'll tell you, in about 5 minutes after you make that face, face, then your liver does the same face. It goes, and then the party starts. The music starts flowing. You start dancing. You start doing things you never thought you were able to do. Now, truth be told, you still can't do them. But if tequila makes your clothes fall off, Screech gets the kitchen party going. Oh, my God, $30. Oh, my God, $30? Holy cow, that's a car payment. Jesus, Murphy, good God. Oh, just kick me in the... Oh, God. Oh. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Must be nice. What, did you have a limo take you for your Eggs Benedict? Oh, I had a limo take. No, it was a helicopter. Jeez. This morning on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, she's a cattle farmer and a caterer by day, but at night she gets a helicopter lifted into the paradilic ideal conditions of the local national park, where she partakes in an Eggs Benedict that is made for royalty and costs just about as much. She is the most interesting woman in the parkland. Remember that show? Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. The bad part of that show is Donald Trump was on it, so is Jeffrey Epstein. That's a whole other show. That pot is stirring big. Holy cow. What a mess. What an amazing mess that is. However, we might finally get to know what the world has wanted to know. Who of the world's rich and powerful are on that list? Crack it open. And some are saying that if, is it Ghislaine Maxwell, his co-conspirator who is serving time, if she testifies in Washington, if they call, and they're saying it could happen as early as August 11th, you thought the O.J. Simpson trial was must-see TV? Forget it. Everyone's going to stop working. Everyone's going to stop everything. They're going to be at their television, their iPhones, their TV monitors. That will be must-see TV, because when she starts testifying and dropping names, you want to know who was on the island? I'll tell you who was on the island. Wow! Wow! The world is going to stop turning if that happens. It's going to be insane. Nick's GT, pork chops. I bet some barbecue pork chops and signature rice. Very nice. Oh, man. Ryan's GT went out to the seasonal last night, had some barbecue steaks and potatoes, and everyone's barbecuing, and that was a good thing. I barbecued some chicken myself last night. That's fantastic. Derek says, how can you trust her? She's a convicted child trafficker. She'll say anything to reduce her sentence. And that absolutely has to be, that's why the scales of justice, if you've ever seen the woman in the blindfold, she's blindfolded because you have to kind of balance things. She's holding a scale, and you have to take that into effect. So, of course, not everybody's going to believe what she says. Some will, some won't, but why randomly throw out names just to throw people under the bus? You cannot debate the fact it would be the most watched television event of the century, second only to the O.J. Simpson trial. It would be insane. All right. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, Westman's #1 EV dealership. If you're looking for a new set of wheels, they'll get you the financing that is a perfect fit for you. And they put you in charge. Get the play on words at charge. You're charging up your car. They'll put you in charge. Of course, they will eliminate your fuel costs, tell you about all the tax incentives, and, of course, the money you're going to save on maintenance. Now, when you finance this, it is an investment. And a lot of times the savings you're going to have in maintenance and gas will help offset the investment you're making monthly in those payments. They have so much information for you. They can't wait to talk to you. Murray GM and Brandon, Westman's #1 EV dealership. Hey, tomorrow at Headley's Health Hut is Customer Appreciation Day. It's the last Friday of the month at 1314 Richmond Avenue. If you have been waiting to check out their new spot over on Richmond after their move from the mall, they've got sugar-free, gluten-free treats. They're Westman's #1 spot for vitamins, herbs, local products, gifts, clean beauty, sugar-free, gluten-free, and you get 20% off health supplements. 20% off health first supplements, 10% off supplements, beauty products, essential oils, and diffusers, free draws all day long, and everything you need to stay healthy. Customer Appreciation Day tomorrow at Headley's Health Hut. And at the Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa, everybody's talking about how the dinner and a show is coming. This is so great. At Clear Lake, move over Celebrations Dinner Theater, because Elkhorn Resort has got their own event coming up on Saturday, August the 16th. Dinner and a Show, Lost, the musical, presented by the 45th Annual Sask Express Summer Tour. Dinner and a Show at Clear Lake. That is fantastic. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. They had another successful rib night last night. They're Wednesdays throughout the summer. The 3rd annual mini carnival goes Thursday, August the 7th from 1 till 4. Petting zoo, bouncy castles, water fun, card reader, face painting. It's all happening at Elkhorn Resort. And, of course, the Hawaiian luau party, complete with luau dancers, amazing food, tropical drinks, and more, Saturday, August 30th. For all the details on all this, go to elkhornresort.mb.ca. Yesterday's good thing. What happened yesterday that was pretty awesome? Q dropped the kids off at camp. Oh, my God, and he sent pictures. Oh, boy. It's a camp I went to as a kid. Yep, they haven't, it hasn't changed much. Oh, man. Those first couple nights, you're like, what is this all about? You guys keep it down over there. Who's farting in here? Who stinks? What is going on? Oh, there they go. Oh, memories of summer camps from yesterday. They seem pretty comfortable. He went in for a hug for the two of them and got a fist bump. Well, as long as you didn't get too close to the hug when they gave you the fist bump, you get a punch in the jaw. That's not fun. They're all set up and ready to go. Making memories at summer camp. How fun is that? It's where I discovered a wedgie. Oh, we gave Maurice a wedgie bad. Oh, boy. That was Guys, stop. Guys. It's too funny. It's too funny, Maurice. Come on now. Oh, poor guy. That doesn't happen anymore. They've cleaned all that up. There's no wedgies anymore. Oh, boy. Yesterday's good thing. You know what? I'm going to say it. I am so proud of the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays deserve a moment of silence in appreciation. And it has nothing to do with baseball. Even though the Toronto Blue Jays are quite possibly one of the greatest teams in sport right now. And yes, of course, they're Canadian, and it's a Major League Baseball. It's an American game, an American league, and they're kicking butt. So that's kind of cool. But that's not why I'm saluting the Toronto Blue Jays and their amazing fans, to which we will say, we are not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. The Tuesday night sellout crowd at Rogers Centre set a new record for loony dogs. I am not at all surprised. If you're going to offer hot dogs for $1 in an economy like this, especially in Toronto, where rent is $50,000 a month, you think there's, and no one can afford to eat, let alone get a baseball ticket, and you say, hot dogs tonight are just $1. What's the limit? Can I buy 20 at a time? In Toronto, fans of the Jays Tuesday night bought 84,371 hot dogs, surpassing the previous record of 76,627 hot dogs. Now, what's interesting is the crowd was only half that size. There wasn't 84,000 people at the game. There was 42,000 people at the game. So that means at minimum, everyone was two-fisting it. Can we get a winner's bell for Blue Jays fans? Yes. Yes. Blue Jays fans are the best. They are hot dogs, scarfing, Canadian, proud two-fisters when it comes to the tube steak. That is awesome. And yes, they are the best Canadian team in baseball, although the Expos are doing okay too. The Montreal Expos, remember them? Oh, remember the days. So anyway, there it is. Yesterday's good thing. And tomorrow is Friday. We'll do it one more time. Thank you so much. Yesterday's good thing. Start the day with a little bit of positivity. So the next, I'm about to change your visit to the grocery store. Wait till you see the explosive report coming down the pike about the Canadian labels on food. What, they've been lying? What? Who's lying? What's going on? Details coming up. First, we got to go to the beach, and we're going to go to St. Bart's today. St. Bart's. Ooh. Beautiful beach here. Lots of people enjoying their morning coffee. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Good morning, Sunseekers. 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 sun seekers. Good morning, 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 sun seekers.
Good morning, Sun Seekers. Good morning, Blessed Mama. Into a Thursday we go, a thirsty Thursday at that. This is St. Bart's, a live shot of St. Bart's this morning for Thursday. Beautiful rooftops, some palm trees, and beautiful blue ocean. Oh, man, loving that. And we're going to get a little bit of sunshine today. Instability is the weather word of the day, and that could mean we have showers and thunder showers mixed with it. But we have some warmer temperatures coming our way, which is kind of nice for those who have yet to take in the opening of our city pool, which happened yesterday. And we're going to see our first 30-degree pool day coming in on Friday. So looking forward to that, and actually a pretty decent weekend. The chance of showers is only 30%, so it's not all that great. In fact, we used to have a rule on radio. We wouldn't even mention it's rain unless it was 60%, over half. So chances are lots of sun and lots of cloud mixed in there. There is the chance of a rogue thunder shower, but looking at the radar, not a whole lot of moisture there. So looks like it's going to be good over the next few days. We start out at 14 degrees. Hope your morning is off to a great start. Thanks for spending part of it with us. I do appreciate it. Elbows up. Made in Canada. Words in 2025 that strike at the heart of every Canadian. I'm looking for the maple leaf. I'm looking for the maple leaf. You know, before we even jump into this topic, I have to tell you, I really dislike the CBC. I am not a fan. They are bloated. They make way too much money. They're a government entity. I am not a fan. However, even with something you don't like, you have to give credit where credit is due. There's two things that the CBC does well. One is sports. They always have, and it starts with hockey. You know, they haven't done it as much. It's tapering off because it's expensive, and they're already bloated as a government entity. But when they do sports, they do a good job. They really do, and you got to give credit where credit is due. And it extends to things like the Olympics and stuff. CBC does a really good job, even though I don't like them. The other area they do a good job is something called Marketplace, where it's like a business show where they're always investigating people who've been ripped off when it comes to like buying cars or real estate and stuff like that. They really do a great job. So I don't know. If they just quit with all the government propaganda and moved straight to Marketplace and sports, I'd love the CBC. But I digress. That's my thoughts on the whole thing. But the reason I mention it is because they've got this Marketplace investigation of how they went into grocery stores in this country, and they're trying to figure out if actually this is a Canadian product or not. And it appears there are dozens of products marked as Canadian, and they're not. This could be the biggest bombshell since the Watergate scandal. Oh, that wasn't in Canada. What would be a Canadian equivalent? Oh, we had the bread scandal of 1982. Now, are you doing the whole buying Canadian, made in Canada? Are you looking for the maple leaf? I know not everybody wants to answer that question because privately I talk to a lot of people who say, listen, we'd love to buy Canadian. Of course, it goes without saying. It's like the shop local. Of course, everybody wants to do that, but price is a factor. I'm sorry, if you've got strawberries on for $1 a pound and they come from Uganda and you've got strawberries from Canada that are $10 a pound, listen, I don't blame you if times are tight. You got to pick the dollar strawberries. Now, I've never had strawberries from Uganda. I'm just kind of making that up. But you know what I'm saying. But I also know a lot of people who are really passionate about making sure that the stuff they buy is from Canada, and that's not always the case. Last week, for example, They went in to get some broccoli at the Sobeys grocery store, and the sign stated that it was a product of Canada. Till they flipped it over on the bag. Look at what the bag said. So on the sticker, which is on the left, that's where, you're going to get your broccoli. It's telling you what's in the little shelf there. Broccoli, product of Canada. You go to grab it. And it says certified organic and all. That's all true. It's pretty consistent. However, product of the United States, what is going on? New data from the Canadian Food Inspection Agency suggests country of origin mislabeling by grocers in Canada is an ongoing problem. It's also against the rules. Canada's food regulator, CFIA, said that between November of 2024 and mid-July, it received 97 complaints where things were mislabeled and customers are getting antsy. Of the 91 complaints, they found companies violated the rules in 29% of the cases, 1 in 3. Most involved bulk produce. Now, in their investigation, they visited Sobeys, Loblaws, and Metro and found that there was constant mislabeling going on. Some products that were labeled product of Canada were actually from Mexico. Some were from the United States. Some were not made in Canada, but produced in Canada. It's so confusing. How can it be made in Canada almonds when we don't grow almonds? And there's some things I've seen myself, but I try to buy Canadian where possible and where affordable. And I myself have said, wow, I'm really learning a lot. I didn't realize oranges came from Canada. Where do we grow oranges exactly? Well, need oranges, put them in the bag, and off I go. Another example, some blueberries, which actually Manitoba blueberries are pretty freaking awesome. Okay, product of Canada, and then you get it home and you're like, wait a second. Hang on a second. It says New Jersey. Unless we have quietly taken over New Jersey and made them part of Canada. Has anyone stopped to think about that? Maybe that's what's going on. We have invaded New Jersey. It's from Newberry Farms, New Jersey. Now, mistakes happen. Okay, mistakes happen. I get it. I don't think we should be throwing these big grocery chains under the bus for a simple mistake. However, if you are one of the big grocery chains and you're putting a maple leaf on your groceries just to make it look good, that to me is right up there with people from other countries who put the maple leaf on a backpack and go through Europe just to be liked. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. That's our brand. We have to protect the maple leaf. We have to protect the brand. What adds to the confusion is product of Canada, made in Canada, prepared in Canada, and then just a maple leaf on it. Is it against the law to put a maple leaf on a product? No. Grocers say mistakes happen because of high product turnover and inventory challenges, but have promised to improve signage accuracy. So here is the explanation of those three terms. Product of Canada, food entirely or almost entirely grown, produced, and processed in Canada. Almost. Made in Canada means the last significant transformation happened in Canada. But the ingredients can come from elsewhere. You could buy cookies where all the ingredients come from all other countries, and they take the icing and in between the little cookie sandwiches, put it in the package. Package came from New Jersey. Icing came from Texas. The cookie wafers came from California. They ship it up all in pieces, and they assemble it in Quebec, and ta-da! Made in Canada. Here's your cookies. Problem is this: the supply chain, especially for Canada, is very complicated. We are not just bringing people from all over the world, we're bringing products from all over the world. Then we reassemble, move them around, switch chairs, reassemble, package, ta-da, there you go, made in Canada. Then there's prepared in Canada. Usually means food was processed or packaged in Canada, but the ingredients were likely imported. But doesn't matter. Maple Leaf goes on and prepared in Canada. So what can you do? Look carefully at both the shelf sign and product packaging, say experts, if this is important to you. If in doubt, ask store staff or contact the company's customer service. And it never hurts to mention to your favorite store that they could be a little bit better at labeling their stuff if you see a mistake. Now, that being said, please be kind. What good is a maple leaf on any kind of food if we're not being loving to each other as good Canadians? Hugs are encouraged. I am sorry to bring this up to you. I am so sorry. As a good Canadian, I just want to tell you, I'm sorry you made a mistake. This one doesn't even say anything about Canada. It actually says product of Mexico, but it too comes from the United States. And again, I hope that they're not doing this because people are pissed in America. They're pissed. And I hope they're not doing this just so that they can sell a few more berries. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here's another one. Prepared in Canada. Fresh strawberries. Nope. 7 Seas came from the United States. Oh, ice cream cones. They got the maple leaf on them. That must mean they're Canadian. Oh, no. Imported for Sobe. Wait, imported from where? I think I know where. The bad place. The bad place. Oh, well. Anyway, that obviously social media is having a field day with this morning. Sunseekers a little bit more, they're a little bit more cards to the chest. A little bit more, you know what? It's my money. I'll spend it the way I see fit. And if I want to buy 110% Canadian, that's my business. And if I want to buy all Mexican, that's all my business. Especially it's tequila day. You know there's a labeling issue if you go to the liquor store and you're buying tequila and it says made in Canada. That would be like, okay, I don't think I want to buy Canadian tequila. 5-star whiskey? Sure. Yummy. How do you get Canadian tequila? I don't think that's a thing. Hello, Jody. Boiled Bean says, I watch for 3 things when buying food. The gluten, obviously, price, and is it local? In that order. And it's wonderful if it's Canadian and cheaper, which really stands to reason, like for things like tomatoes. Now that we've got that big tomato garden up at Dauphin, the greenhouse, and we're growing a lot more stuff locally, it should be cheaper. And it's just a win-win-win. We all win. It's Canadian. It's cheaper. And the quality is going to be better because it didn't have to sit on a truck for so long. I mean, it is a no-brainer. But for things like strawberries, if they're growing them on these super farms, and they're able to bring in truckloads for pennies on the dollar, it's tough to compete. And people's budgets are what they are. And Boral Bean says gluten and price really don't go together. Oh, my coworker was one of those folks, and my son, and we have cousins and family members who are also afflicted with that. It is definitely not cheap. There's no 2 ways about that. Thanks to all those who entered our Skydancer Casino Little John contest. That contest is going to wrap up tomorrow, actually, and we will have a grand prize winner. It was really easy to play. All you need to do to prepare for an epic night of summer fun, energy, and all your favorite hits is to put your favorite summer emoji under this post on my Facebook page. Little John performs on the 9th. What is that, 2 weeks from Saturday? 2 weeks from Saturday at the Skydancer Casino. Tickets are $75. That'll set you back about 100 Canadian dollars. Make sure you've got a passport to attend and or to win those tickets. We'll have another set of tickets to give away in our season finale week right here on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. And, of course, they've got the trampoline park all set up and ready to go. They've got the water park there, too. And it's just 90 minutes south of Brandon in Belcourt, the beautiful Sky Dancer Casino. Sunrise Credit Union getting you ready for the back-to-school season and giving you a chance at $2,000 in prizes. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to win these prizes. You can A, sign up for a Prudent Student account with Sunrise Credit Union. B, sign up for a Calabria credit card with Sunrise Credit Union. Or C, open a student line of credit with Sunrise Credit Union. You do any of those things at Sunrise Credit Union, you're automatically entered to win $2,000 in Apple products. Big prize package coming up just in time for back to school. sunrisecu.mb.ca. And the winning doesn't stop there. Co-ops of Westman wants to give you $50,000 with the Find Your Summer Sweepstakes. Go shopping at Heritage Co-op, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, or Hamiota Co-op and keep your receipt. Upload that receipt if it's $50 or more. Every $50 spent gets you one entry. Now, it's not just $50,000 that you could win. You could get free groceries or gas for a year. Both those prizes are pretty amazing. They are giving away power tools, free big cool slushes for a year and more with Co-ops of Westman and the Find Your Summer Sweepstakes. Okay, the 90s house party. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, when I was growing up, we used to have this thing called the house party. Setting the stage for this would be mom and dad are going to the Bahamas for a week. You tell your friends, hey, guess what? Mom and dad are in the Bahamas. We got the whole house to ourselves. Holy cow, this is going to be amazing. What do you mean? Oh, did anybody ever say, hey, who's bringing the food? No. It was, hey, what time are we supposed to be coming over? You could come over. You could come over anytime. Soon as they're on the plane, the party is on. Oh, the house parties. Those were hilarious. And then, of course, sometimes they would get rather large. You think those big house parties you attended, those was way before the days of social media. Now, you can put something on social media and all of a sudden there's like 10,000 people at your door. It's very dangerous. Maybe that's why we're seeing the death of the house party. Oh, there would be all kinds of dancing and fun and drinks. And oh, yeah, the 90s house party. Fast forward to 2025. Let me show you a picture of today's house party. It's pretty amazing. Careful. This picture may shock you. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the 2025 version of the wild and crazy Animal House version of the house party. Now, there are some things I do like about this. I like the fact the furniture's not getting broken. I like the fact there's no holes in the wall. How many house parties were you at where it's like, step 1, clean up all the empties. Step 2, go to the hardware store and buy spackle for all the holes in the walls that you put in there and your friends did because of the house party. There'll be some debate on whether or not this is a good or bad thing. Now, if I could inspect these teenagers' livers, their livers would be intact. They would be quite good. They're into the mocktails now, and they're very much into their phones. So I'm not quite sure house parties are even still a thing. They're get-togethers now. But boy, they used to be fun, eh? Back in the 80s and 90s, those house parties. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still going on. But it's for the older generation now. It's people in their 40s and 50s that want to relive those days of our youth and get together and have a house party. How many times did the cops show up? I mean, oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Here's some home movie footage of an 80s house party. Look at this. Is there even food on the table? Look at this. Hey, where's Barry? He's in the bathroom. Oh, he's probably being sick. Oh, there's Janice. Janice made it to the party. Oh, look at that. Here's Barry. Barry's smoking. Oh, yeah, we're smoking. We're having fun. We got Ozzy Osbourne playing. And cover the camera up, man. Cover the camera. Who brought a video camera? We're standing in the kitchen. We're solving all of life's problems. Yo, red Solo cups back in the day. Oh, yeah, look at this footage. The good old, when we used to get together and visit in person even. And, somebody had a snake. Oh, that's bad news at the house party. Oh, there's Terry giving the finger, showing us he's number one. Oh, peace sign. More people are coming. Boy, so many people smoking at this house party. It's crazy. Look at the 80s hair. People gathered in the hallway. It's who's upstairs? They're drinking on the stairwell. Oh, hi. You're blocking the stairwell. That's a fire hazard. It was magical. Or was it? I mean, these kids look like they're having fun. These kids look like they're having a good time. Did you see what I just sent you? Bing! I just sent you something. Did you see it? What has happened to us? What has happened to us? Molly says house parties are not fun. Well, the ones that you've been at, Molly, I wish I could take you to a few of my house parties. Oh, there'd be fun. All the good stories always started this one time at a house party. Oh, my God. Scary Mommy recently said on her blog, I hear a lot about social anxiety among young people. They don't want to see certain people. They keep their circles small. I've discussed this with my own kids. Why are you guys into not liking people? We kind of hung out with even people we didn't like back in the 80s. There'd sometimes be fights. That was what led to the holes in the wall. But instead of socializing face-to-face at a party, Gen Z is mostly on their phones, documenting the night, sitting alone, and scrolling. When I tell my kids about how things were in the 1980s and 90s, they often say how magical and fun it sounds. How people seem to be different. There wasn't as many people dealing with anxiety then. Oh, we had anxiety. That's probably why a lot of people were drinking a lot of alcohol. They were kind of coping with that, and it made things fun. I think kids generally are anxious of all generations. Zumba Bernice is going to a house party tomorrow. I rest my case. They're still happening with, Derek says, today's generation is boring. However, it won't be an 80s-style house party. Blessed Mama says, growing up in the 80s and 90s was the best. And it makes me sad that Scary Mommy, her kids are saying, it sounds like you lived in a magical time, Mom, and it sounds fun because kids didn't have anxiety. It just makes me sad. And I think it goes back to the phones. I mean, I make my living on thanks to phone use, but what have we done? What have we done? However, Scary Mommy goes on to say, even though things aren't the same as the 80s and 90s, something has shifted in that the kids are calmer and they're more innocent. Yeah, we were the Ozzy Osbourne generation. There was no innocence there. When we were teenagers, it was easy for us to break the rules because no one was monitoring us, not like today. It was easy to get our hands on alcohol. It was easy to sneak out of the house. And there was no way for Mom and Dad to track us. Now, you can't get away with anything. We are constantly being monitored. She goes on to say, Gen Xers knew how to party, whether it was good or bad. And if I'm being totally honest, just between you and me and the internet, I'm so glad I got to experience the sheer excitement of heading out of the house on a weekend, seeing my friends with a six-pack of Zimmer and Marlboro Reds in my pocket, ready to rock and roll to Van Halen and the Bangles. Those were the days. Bring on the 80s house party. Blessed Mama says, I wish my kids could experience this. Q says, thank goodness there is no video documentation of the parties that we had. Oh, my God. I said that when YouTube came to be. I'm like, I wouldn't even have a job. No one would be hiring me. Now we can be squeaky clean. If this is the extent of our house party situation in 2025, you have nothing to worry about. Why do you have anxiety? You're not doing anything to create anxiety. Pit parties were good too, says Q. Cindy says, my sister, not me, oh sure, Cindy, had a house party when my parents were gone in Winnipeg. Kitchen table broke. Someone took the basement door off its hinges, hole in the bedroom wall, and of course she wasn't home when Mom and Dad came back. Oh, Jesus, Murphy. Tracy Roger chimes in, I love the 80s. Yay, broken doors and drywall. Oh, it ended up being my brother-in-law that broke the table. Oh, my God. I once went to a huge house party in Carberry, Manitoba. It stands out in my mind. I think it was at the house on Main Street. There were hundreds of people there. The cops showed up. I thought I was in the Animal House movie. I really did. It's woo, woo, woo. Kids are running, scrambling. Different times. It was a totally different time. Blessed Mama says, I was at a house party and threw a beer to my friend. Uh-oh, she didn't catch it. Landed on the top of a glass coffee table. Oh, yoy, yoy. And yes, if the police showed up and told us to leave, we left. Nobody talked back to the cops. We felt lucky if we were only asked to leave. Oh, yeah. Oh, memories of the house party. Gone the way of the Betamax and the VHS. I'll just sit here on my phone. I'll be scrolling away, which doesn't sound very fun at all. Maybe we just need to revive the house party, hey? Just need to reintroduce it. Get a whole new generation. I think the music plays a part too. It was great. I mean, you weren't just sitting there drinking. There was, I think I saw one little bowl of pretzels. There was good food, pretzels. Cheese puffs. If there was food, you were lucky. Anywho, we have to move into hour 2 of the show, and as promised, it's disturbing and fascinating all at the same time. The phenomenon of the $8,000 lifelike baby doll. Women of all ages are clamoring for these things. It will make you shake your head, roll your eyes, and wonder, where have we come? $8,000 for these dolls, and they look very, very real. Only one of many things we've got to discuss in hour 2. You can watch at TylerGlenShow.com. Click on the main window there, and you'll be able to follow the show without joining Twitch. We'd love to have you join Twitch, though, because this way you can comment like our other Sun Seekers. We'd love to have you do that. But we understand if you just want to be a lurker, that's okay, too, okay? But we do have to say farewell. Thank you, YouTube. Catch you later. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you so much to our friends on Facebook as well.